This video is going to be sharing my Cpap with you. This is a requested video and it's a follow-up to my sleep study video. If you've not seen that video, I'll put a link in the description box below. Basically, I had a sleep study, and in that video I share what a sleep study room looks like and all the electrodes that get hooked up and why, and how they test for sleep apnea. I thought I'd do a brief explanation of what obstructive sleep apnea is. And basically, when you breathe in through your nose, it goes down your throat, through your windpipe, into your lungs. When you're sleeping, the area between your windpipe relaxes. When that relaxes, it decreases the amount of air that gets into your lung, decreasing the amount of saturation, oxygen saturation to your brain. When that happens, your brain then signals for you to wake up. When you wake up, you then stimulate those muscles to reactivate and opening the airway, allowing the air back into your body. You may not even know this is happening. Most of the time, people don't know. Then you fall back asleep and the cycle happens again. Basically, you're going from sleep to arousal because you're not getting enough oxygen to your brain. Sleep to arousal, never allowing your body to go into REM sleep. Therefore, a lot of the symptoms of sleep apnea are fatigue. Now, I was asked to do a sleep study because it was prior to having a kidney transplant and it was a requirement to be on the transplant list. I hadn't had any symptoms of sleep apnea. However, having a chronic illness, you have fatigue. So it's really like hard to differentiate between the two. But if you're just an average human that's healthy and you're tired a lot and your doctor recommends a sleep study, that's what you're going to do. You're going to go have a sleep study. And then depending on the results of your study, your doctor will then write a prescription for your treatment. There's different forms of treatment for the different levels of sleep apnea. Now, I had moderate sleep apnea and my doctor prescribed what's called a Cpap. And that's what I'm going to be showing you today. A Cpap the acronym stands for Continuous Positive Airway Pressure. Basically, you put a mask on your face while you're breathing. It's continuously putting positive air pressure into your system, keeping that airway open. And then you breathe your air out through the mask, through holes in the mask. But it's just another way to keep the airway open, allowing your brain to have full oxygenation and allowing you a good night's rest. During the sleep study, adequate pressure amounts were determined to keep my airway open, after which the sleep doctor wrote a prescription for a Cpap machine and gave the adequate pressure that was needed to keep my airway open. I then went to the medical supply company and picked up my Cpap. When I was there, they fit me for different masks for my face and my breathing type. So this is how I like to keep my Cpap. My bedside table, I keep clutter-free, and then I store my Cpap there and the supplies in a basket below. And those supplies are just replaceables, like the filter, the mask, the tubing. After every so often you change it out. Okay, so now that we're up close and personal with this Cpap, we've got the mask and the tubing and the machine. So I'm going to bring it all out separately. You can see there's quite a bit of tubing, so you can toss and turn or whatever. And then this moves also. So this is the side and the back, and then this is the front of it. It's actually pretty. They have a his and hers. Mine is the AirSense 10 for her. This is the humidifier. So this comes out and I put water in it. You put distilled water in this. Then on the other side is a slot for an SD card. But they don't actually need it because this directly uploads via internet. It has its own internet, so if you don't have Wi-Fi, no worries. I'm assuming if you had a problem with getting a signal, they would probably then use an SD card, but this directly uploads the data from my sleeping to my doctor, my insurance company. One, to prove I'm using it, and two, to see how good the results are. So those open up for that. I honestly don't know what that is. Let me just be honest with you there. Okay, and then this is where there's a filter. It's just so it's just a filter. And it just gets switched out. Turn it on. So you can hear that noise. That's because I don't have any suction to the thing. It will, well, that was my, what's it gonna say here? Let's see the readout. Mask sealed. Oh, this was last night's usage hours. And the humidifier was working fine and the mask was sealed. Basically, once it's running, you don't hear it. So here's the mask. Side of it. And the back of it. That's the part that goes over your head. This Cpap also is an app compatible device, and so by clicking on the app on my phone, it can give me a detailed event of what happened the night before during my sleep. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope this video finds you well. As always, leave any questions below and have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!